Mr. Kempf, how you doing?
Hey, Eric, good.
All right. Well, thank you for doing this interview with me today. So, just a little background because this is going to be up on our social media. You are the winner of the week. So that's not just
Woohoo!
that's just not because you're a Notre Dame guy. So for the people watching this, it's going to be that are going to be recording this. But this is one of my best friends from high school. We go way back in the day. We can't really talk about the things we did when we were in high school, but that'll be for another Zoom. But Bill is doing some online training with me here, and so I'm going to do a little interview. So, Bill, you had a bad injury last year, and what just describe what happened to you?
I was actually walking into the gym to get a quick workout in, hustle and bustle, slipped on the ice and tore the inside ligament on my ankle, broke the tibia, and had a high ankle sprain, which sort of doomed me for 6 weeks of no weight bearing to the couch. And as the progression went, that was the end of January. 6 weeks after that was the middle of March. And I'm not sure if you remember, but that was right when we locked it all down. So I had put myself on I think as you termed it, nursing home diet because I didn't want to be 300 pounds at the end of my ankle injury. And then I slid right into, which I did, I kept the weight off, but then I slid right into putting on the full COVID-19. And, everyone was locked in and baking things. And then I did an intense amount of physical therapy through the summer and then connected with you so I could get back to actually working out.
And you, before your injury, you were pretty regular getting to the gym, right? You said you were actually going to the gym when you got hurt, so it was something that was a part of your life.
Right. I had a decent amount of, I had sort of a simple routine and I sort of alternated some cardio days with some heavy lifting days. And I was out to do some cardio that day. And I don't know that I'm ever going to do cardio again because of that.
Well, what we always talk fitness usually when we talk, and you've done a lot of your own research and stuff, following people on the internet and whatnot. What made you decide to hire me? Just kind of out of the blue one day, said you wanted to do this online training thing. So what made you come to that decision?
Well, I followed, a decent amount of your social media. I'm one of several tens of people who follow you on the internet, I think, Eric. Uh, that's no insult to the people who follow you, but
Quality, not quantity, right?
right, right. Well, and I've seen some really good results, and I had been kind of stagnant. I, wasn't really all that excited about getting to the gym. I would force myself to go, and if I had to miss, I'd skip it, and I was, clearly I was working on some imbalanced issues, which I think caused part of my fall in January. And through our just 8 or 10 weeks of this already, the work on core and balance on my injured leg is getting so much better that when I get back to a regular sort of program, I feel like I'm going to be so much stronger.
Yeah. You've been working now and doing some things you've never done before. What have you liked about, I guess, a lot of people say, well, how does online training work when I could go see a person live? And I'm really thinking right now with all the COVID and the proposed lockdowns and everything that people maybe be looking more at it. But what works about it for you?
Well, I would flip on it's kind of silly. I would show you my phone on the screen here, but this app that you have with my whole program, put it on the schedule. It's super simple to follow. It's not easy to do. It's a challenge. I would say, we've been working in like 3 and 4 week chunks of start with this and progress and do some more reps. But it's really tough, some of these exercises up front. And by the end of the 4 weeks, I feel like I'm getting a really solid workout. And the, the ability to actually do the exercise on my sort of imbalanced leg just picks up over 3 or 4 weeks. And that's what I really like about it. It's something I could pick 15 exercises out of the air and it wouldn't necessarily build to what I think your expertise brings to this.
What would you say to like other guys our age? We're all around the late 40s or guys in the early 50s that are going to the gym, but maybe they're just kind of going through the motions, or like you said, you were just not excited about it. What would you tell them? What's the value in doing something like this?
Well, it's always good to shake up things for sure. you know, your body adapts, your mind adapts, your diet adapts to everything. And if you're going to hit a plateau at some point for sure, as regular as you are, the stuff that worked for you when I was 25, the stuff that worked for me no longer works. My metabolism, my metabolism is a different animal altogether right now. And that's just something you figure out what works best. And you and I, just even in a short amount of time, have adjusted a couple things here and there. And being open to that, that's really what, you know, I was like, I need to do something because I don't want to break a hip in 5 years or bust my knee because I'm so imbalanced. And this is something I feel like I do for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and you're working on weight loss at the same time too. We're not doing like, it might sound like rehab, but your workouts are tough, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, and you know, and being at a distance, you know, maybe it's hard to measure the results as much or feel like it, but the measurable results are visible, certainly in the mirror, in the way my clothes fit, in those kind of things. And just even getting off the sofa, I feel better. You know, I don't creak as much. I'm going to creak every morning for the rest of my life, but that's just part of it. But no, I really feel like I've worked out. Like I tell some people in the gym, I'm like, oh yes, my friend's a trainer. I'm doing his workout he's got set up for me. He's been a longtime friend. And at the end of some of these workouts, I'm like, I feel like Eric may be trying to kill me. So,
Maybe we're not friends anymore, right?
maybe I've done something in the past that I'm not recounting that challenged that friendship, and now Eric's actively trying to kill me.
We'll deal with that in therapy. Well, hey man, thanks for getting on today. I know you're busy trying to keep the University of Notre Dame in one piece, but it is, like you said the other day, this has been a blessing working with you and getting connected in this aspect. I know we see each other a few times a year, but now we get to talk every week, and I get to help you get your health and fitness on. That's a health and fitness back on track, and that's a huge win in my part. So
Yeah, I'm really enjoy it so far. I've got my branded Notre Dame sweatshirt rally. It's a cry for the students this year to really do all the things they have to do to stay here. And this is finals week, so it's a big push for us here. But I'm trying to rally myself, and you've been the greatest help so far, Eric. Thanks.
well, I appreciate it, Bill. It's been good working with you so far, and you've been, you know, the great thing is Bill's very coachable, and he does everything I ask him to do, and he's very good at communicating. And that's how online training works good. Is if something's not working or needs some clarity or some adjustments, it works really well. And like you said, the app is pretty awesome. You know, it allows me to really manage your program very well from a distance. So I'll let you get back to your day. Thanks, buddy, for getting on. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Eric.